Thank you. Welcome back to another Southern episode of Mr. Lehner's Math Extravaganza. Today, we're going to focus on how to divide mixed numbers. Let's take a look. One, dividing on mixed numbers. Rules for dividing mixed numbers. One, write mixed numbers as improper fractions. Then bring down the first fraction of the problem, change the division to multiplication, use the recip and flip the second fraction, cross cancel if you can, multiply my fractions, simplify my fractions or mixed numbers. It's the same as dividing fractions, only we've added another step at the beginning. We first must change our mixed numbers into improper fractions, and then we can finally start to get ready on our problem. Let's take a look at our first example. 4 1/5 divided by 2 1/3. If I was working on this problem, the very first step I would take is turning these improper fractions, or these mixed numbers, into improper fractions. Let's use the backward C. 5 times 4 is 20, plus 1 becomes 21/5. 3 times 2 is 6, plus 1 is 7. This becomes 7/3. Now I'm going to change my problem. This becomes 21/5. This becomes a multiplication sign. And this becomes 3/7. Now, I like to cross cancel. 7 goes into 7 once. 7 goes into 21 3 times. 3 times 3 is 9. 5 times 1 is 5. 5 goes into 9 one time with 4 left over. My final answer in this problem becomes 1 4/5. Again, I started with my problem. I turned in my mixed numbers into improper fractions. Then I changed my problem into a multiplication problem. I cross-canceled. I multiplied across. And I simplified my answer to end up with 1 4/5. Let's take a look at another example. If my number was 8 divided by 1 1/3. Let's see if I can trick you guys on this one. Our first one is to change our improper fractions. Well, 8 is simply just 8/1. Put my divided sign. 3 times 1 is 3, plus 1 becomes 4/3. Now I'm going to bring my problem down. This stays as 8/1. This changes to multiplication. And 4/3 gets reciprocated, or flip and recip, becomes 3/4. Now I can cross cancel between the 4 and the 8. 4 goes into 4 once, 4 goes into 8 2 times. 2 times 3 is 6. 1 times 1 is 1. And 6/1 becomes 6. Again, following those 5 simple steps that I showed you, I was able to solve this division problem with a mixed number inside of it. Alright, again, always the favorite part of our videos here. We're going to have you guys go ahead and get out that pencil, go ahead and get out that paper, go ahead and pause this video, because your problem is 5 1/2 divided by 2. Okay, let's take a look. 5 1/2. I'm going to use that backward C. 2 times 5 is 10. 10 plus 1 becomes 11. Leave my denominator the same. 2 is the same thing as 2/1. That's not a mixed number, so I don't have to change it into an improper fraction. Now I'm going to change my problem. Leave 11/2. Change the division sign to multiplication. And I'm going to flip and, you got it, recip. Flip and recip. 1/2. Now, I cannot cross cancel, so I multiply across. 11 times 1 is 11. 2 times 2 is 4. This is an improper fraction, so I must turn this problem around. 4 goes into 11 2 times, with 3 left over, and 4 remains the same. My final answer should be 2 3/4. Again, if you got this problem correct, congratulations. If you struggled with it, go back and check your math, see where your error occurred, and try some more practice problems. I'm Mr. Lehner. Thank you once again for tuning in to another Southern episode of Mr. Lehner's Math Extravaganza. And as always, we'll see you next time.